Are you on a Minecraft SMP? Are all of your friends more geared up than you? Do they like to rub it in your face? Do they have ginormous bases? Well, in my case, they absolutely do, and it's making me feel a little bit embarrassed. So in today's episode, we need to get good on a Minecraft SMP. There are a couple of things that we can do for this, like expanding our base, getting netherite, flexing how rich we are, all of which and more we will be doing in today's episode. So let's get started. We're starting by building a new storage room. My base is a mess, and we're 3 weeks into the server, and just look at it. It's not only my base that's a mess, it's my whole area. Look at, like, what? What is this? Why have I only half terraformed it? What's going on? I need to get it sorted. We're going to get rid of these farms, cover it with dirt, and then we're going to build our storage room. So, here we go. Whilst building today, I wanted to focus more on the story of our base, which we'll get into a little bit later on. But for now, before we start anything major, we needed to give ourselves a blank canvas, and that's exactly what we did with all of this dirt. After that, we moved on to building a new storage room. Instead of it looking like a typical Minecrafty storage room, I wanted it to look like a makeshift hangar with lots of tall shelves. In our storage room, we have every single workbench and the ability to store 76,000 items. Big thank you to Kian and YD Plays for all of this dirt. I would not have been able to do it without it. Now that our stuff is nicely organised and I can actually find my gunpowder and sand, we can focus on getting some netherite. However, we don't have any gunpowder and sand. Let me just... Oh, look, we've got gunpowder and sand. Why is TNT so expensive? Now that we've got that, let's go netherite mining. After that, we shimmed for an hour and a half mining for netherite, and in total, we got 31 ancient debris. But at the very end of the stream, we were killed by an enderman. No. Just... I'd already had enough of the nether at this point, so I just decided to let him keep my armor and even my elytra. But luckily for us, we've got a bunch of spare diamond armor and tools. Now we're all geared up again. But before we make our netherite ingots and craft them into some netherite armor, we do need a place to do that. So there's more building. Here we go. Started to work on a makeshift / cyberpunk netherite making machine. It's supposedly made out of the scraps of the crashed spaceship, which is what we're building next. This build was a challenge, 1 because it was on a diagonal, and 2 because it had to look like it had flipped over. The main material for this ship was mud, as I thought it looked just like some sort of space metal. And recently I set myself the challenge of using blocks as what they look like rather than what they actually are. I also mixed in some grey wool for texturing and then added some muddy mangrove roots to make it look like the metal was dirty and starting to be worn down. The helm of the ship was on the side instead of being on the top to give the appearance that it had flipped over to its side. And then we added a bunch of vines to make it look overgrown. Now we just need this, these, and these to make this, to make this, to make this. Oh, that felt so good. We've got to be careful with what we upgrade here. I'm definitely going to get a full suit apart from a chest plate. And then probably the basic tools. And we're going to get another pickaxe. I'm not doing a hoe for now because we don't have that much spare netherite. This is going to be so exciting. I feel so cool. All of this is great, but the enchants are pretty rubbish. So we're going to go on a little shopping spree to Asterix's bookshop. Mending and breaking. Efficiency, looting, silk touch, protection, sharpness, splash. Whilst we're here, don't mind if I do. What does this place actually sell? Oh, gold, okay. Look at it, isn't it beautiful? We've now got a fully enchanted set of netherite armor. And I'm gonna replace this armor with a set of spare diamond armor, just in case we die. There we go. Now, we need to build the second half of the ship. I've got all of the materials ready. It's taken me a full 3 hours to get them ready. So let's get building. Let's go. We built this half of the ship on a slightly different angle, so we had to rework some aspects, like the stone clamps on the corners. We tried to include a lot more moss into this build, and we made more of the containers spill out. For the interior of the ship, I tried to make it as accessible as possible because I plan to use it as a villager trading hall. There's not many slots for villagers, but I didn't want anything too large scale, as I can buy most of what I need anyways. After we finished building, Husk asked us to come over to the Nether to help with the Nether tunnels. This was actually a design that I came up with, and it was really cool to see it all over the server's Nether. I spent about 4 hours helping out before I headed back to my base to do some more work. And now we're back at the base. This place has come along so far just in one episode. It's crazy. As awesome as this base looks, I've spent quite a lot of diamonds today. 1 in Scuba's mud shop and then 2 buying dye from Sylph. So I need to make back some of those diamonds. So we're about to go and open a shop and we've already got our first customer before we've even bought the land. There he is. Hello. Hello. I've actually got more gravel than I thought I did, thank you. With the profits that Binish gave us, we've been able to buy a plot of land. This shop's going to be called the Mud Pie. You'll get the pun when you see the build. And it's going to sell things like dirt, gravel, sand, and coarse dirt. Just generally grindy objects to get. But recently, my netherite shovel broke, so we're now back to diamond. We can't have a shop like this without a netherite shovel. So I'm going to plant the diamond seed, and then when we get back, it should have grown a diamond making shop. Let's go get a netherite shovel. Today Tooth came by a little while ago and gave us some books to put on our shovel after finding out we'd broken it. And we've still got 1 netherite ingot left from earlier, which I was saving for a second pickaxe, but we need a shovel now. So we can just pop these on this bad boy. Use our beautiful new machine. Boom. And now we've got another netherite shovel again. Let's go check in with how that diamond seed is doing. So look at these super fancy nether tunnels. The others finished it when I went offline last night and they're so cool. And look how fast they are. Oh my, that's ours. Look at that. The diamond seed has grown us an entire bakery. I guess money does grow on trees. We're going to be making diamonds off this thing very soon. It's clearly still pending stock though. I'm going to stock it up in the next episode because we've still got other stuff to do. But can we just take a second to appreciate how cute this is? I love it. If you want to see the build time lapse, check out my TikTok, link in description. Just to recap, here's what we've built so far in today's episode. An adorable pond, a nifty storage room, a netherite making machine, 1/2 of a crashed ship, and the other half / trading hall of a crashed ship. An adorable nature shop called the Mud Pie, our nifty looking beacon device, some crop farms down here, and some animal farms up here, both to replace the ones that we had underneath there. And of course this sexy looking portal. You may have noticed that I built these 3 off camera, and that's because I've done a lot of building in today's episode and I didn't really think you guys would want to see more building time lapses, so I just went ahead and just went straight for it. But if you want to see the building time lapses, check out my TikTok. It's still linked in the description. I think for now though, I'm just gonna call it quits and have a rest in my lovely new area right next to our little pond. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.
Arcadians, I'm addressing you today because Arcadia is in danger. One of our vessels crashed on your planet and has released a highly dangerous life form that is now roaming your Earth. The creature must be contained. We've sent you some info through the beacon you set up that might help you capture this beast. We wish you the best of luck. Arcadia depends on it.